Welcome to Cine Deft, your ultimate destination for deep dives into the movies that mess with your head and leave you thinking for days. Picture the most insane, tense scene you've ever seen: a .45 caliber gun jammed straight into a man's mouth, sweat pouring down his face, eyes wide with pure terror mixed with cold determination. On the other end, a charismatic guy smiling sideways, fingers steady on the trigger, counting down with terrifying calm, 3 minutes. This is the beginning. Ground zero. Your heart races with his. One wrong move and it all ends in a single click. How does an ordinary guy with a boring office job, endless flights, and IKEA furniture end up in this moment of total desperation and chaos? What dark secret pushed him to the edge? Stick around because this story is a ticking time bomb that's going to blow your mind layer by layer, revealing heavy philosophy and a brutal social critique that will make you question everything you think you know about modern life. Get ready, what comes next will hook you until the very last second. This ordinary guy is trapped in cruel insomnia that never ends. He lies awake every night staring at the ceiling, feeling his life is one big empty void. To feel anything at all, he starts crashing support groups for terminal diseases, faking cancer, pretending he's dying just so he can cry and release the pain he carries inside. There he meets Bob, a big emotional guy who hugs him tight and sobs on his shoulder like the world is ending. For a moment he feels relief, feels alive again, until a mysterious woman named Marla shows up out of nowhere. She's faking it too, stealing everyone's catharsis. Her presence ruins everything and makes him feel exposed and fake. Suddenly he can't sleep anymore. His life turns into a soulless hell of IKEA furniture, repetitive airplane flights, and an existence that feels like a TV commercial. He's stuck in a routine that sucks the soul out of him, where nothing has meaning and the only emotion left is total boredom. Have you ever felt that way, trapped in a life that no longer belongs to you? Hold on, because this is only the beginning of the descent into the abyss. On a random flight, nothing special, he meets a completely different guy, Tyler, charismatic, crazy, dangerous, saying things no one dares to say out loud. They exchange numbers like fate is setting up the meeting. When he gets home, everything changes in a second. His entire apartment explodes in a massive fireball. All the expensive furniture, the entire life he built through consumption, turns to ashes in minutes. He loses everything he thought mattered. Desperate, he calls the only guy he knows now, Tyler, and moves into a rundown, leaking, electricity failing house. And right there, in the middle of nowhere, the first fight happens. With no apparent reason, no built-up anger, just a punch to the face that changes everything. You feel the impact, the sound of bone on bone, and realize something deep is waking up inside him. The comfortable life is over. The real existence is just beginning. Out of nowhere he looks at Tyler and says the sentence that starts the personal revolution: "I want you to hit me." And right there in the dirty parking lot, the first real fight begins: punches, blood, raw liberating pain. They create a secret club in a bar basement. First rule, you do not talk about the club. Second rule, you do not talk about the club. Only 2 guys per fight. No shirts, no shoes. The fights last as long as they have to, until someone hits the floor or quits. Suddenly dozens of normal guys at bankers, mechanics, students start showing up every week to get beaten up and feel alive again. They leave with swollen faces but a sparkle in their eyes that wasn't there before. Pain becomes therapy. Violence becomes catharsis. The club grows fast and turns into an underground legend. Have you ever felt that modern life left you numb? That you need something extreme just to feel again? This club is the answer they found. Tyler pours pure lye on his hand on purpose. The chemical burn starts slow, then turns into unbearable fire that makes the guy scream. This is a chemical burn. It's going to hurt more than anything you've ever felt. While the skin bubbles and the smell of burning flesh rises, Tyler drops the line that changes everything forever. The things you own end up owning you. Without pain, without sacrifice, without losing everything, we have nothing real. The house becomes headquarters for chaos. They make soap from stolen liposuction fat, sell it to luxury stores, and laugh at the irony. The club grows way too fast and becomes something bigger and more dangerous. Tyler teaches that society turned us into consumption slaves, into tie-wearing zombies. The only way out is to burn it all down and start over. Do you agree? Is pain the only path to freedom? The club becomes a national fever. Everyone wants in, wants the punch, wants to prove they're still alive. The narrator uses the club to blackmail his boss at work and gets paid vacation, money, and freedom. But things spiral completely out of control. Tyler adds new rules, dangerous missions, and suddenly Project Mayhem is born, an organization that goes way beyond basement fights. They shave heads blonde, wear identical clothes, build homemade bombs, sabotage corporations. The narrator starts losing control of his own life. In a moment of total desperation at the office, he punches himself in the face, breaks his own nose, bleeds all over his expensive suit. It's the ultimate symbol. He's fighting himself. The madness is taking over everything and no one can stop it anymore. Everything collapses at once. The narrator discovers the most shocking truth of his life: Tyler never existed. He himself was Tyler the whole time. The fights, the rules, Project Mayhem, everything came from his own split mind. He fights himself, punches the air, smashes mirrors, tries to stop the madness he created. Marla is caught in the middle, confused, in love with someone she thinks is two different people. He races to save her and stop the final plan, but the clock is ticking. The biggest credit card company buildings are already wired with explosives. The narrator is running against time and against his own sanity to prevent the world he hates from being destroyed forever. It's an internal battle that explodes outward. They stand on the roof of the tallest building, looking out over the entire city skyline. The narrator finally stops the plan, but not before the first explosions go off. Skyscrapers fall one after another like giant dominoes in a sequence that looks like the end of the world: smoke, fire, concrete turning to dust. He grabs Marla's hand and says the most honest line of his life: "I met you at a very strange time in my life." The screen slowly fades to black. And you sit there, heart racing, wondering if any of it was real or if he's still inside his own head. Reality breaks. The rules of the game have changed forever. You question everything you just saw and everything you felt during the whole film. If you know what movie this is, if your mind is exploding right now, drop the name in the comments below. Which scene hit you hardest? Like, subscribe to Cine Deft, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next mind-bending recap. See you in the next chaos.